it's Alana, your CFS fairy, and today I had to talk about doing the worst thing you possibly can when you have CFS, because I did it. That's why you see the wet hair, that's why I'm in my pajamas. The last 3 days have been so difficult, and the mistake I made is I had one good week, thought, hey, I've come out of it. I can do all the things I used to do. And I didn't take into account that I have 3 children who all have anxiety, depression, and tons of other issues, just like every other child these days. And basically, I sent myself into such a major crash. Last night, I literally came home from walking the dog, fell on the floor because I couldn't undress myself and get into my pajamas, and my clothes were wet from being out in the rain. So I had to wait for my husband to come get me off the floor and help me get dressed and get me into bed. And my poor dog, she's so sweet. She went and tried to go get my husband, but he was putting the boys down and he wouldn't come, so she kept going out to get him, and when he eventually came, she came and sat by my head and wouldn't get out of his way, and oh, she's just so sweet. Anyways, the worst thing that you can do when you have CFS is something called the push and crash cycle. And it is when you push yourself so far because you know, we all feel it. I desperately want to feel normal. Oh, I have a little bit of energy. I'm going to act normal and not take into account that I have an illness that has to be taken care of. And then the illness comes up and says, hey, I need to be taken care of. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock you on your butt. So I'm lying on the floor waiting for my husband. He came in, eventually got me dressed, got me into bed, and I literally couldn't do anything but get up and go to the bathroom. And I couldn't pick up the phone. My arms were literally so weak, I couldn't hold the phone to my ear. And that is something I think we all have done at some point. So, you know, we really do need to take care of ourselves. And sometimes that means putting us before the important people in our life. And that means resting in regular intervals, whether you have the energy or not. So, you know, I had an IV iron on Wednesday. I should have taken it easy I should have planned a day of nothing on Thursday, but I didn't do that. And then when crisis after crisis after crisis came up, it was just too much for my body to take. And my muscles literally gave out. And now this is hygiene for me. I jumped in the shower, I did bare basics, and I am doing this video, and I'm going to bed. And that's what's going to be my day, because on top of having this crash yesterday, and I still feel it today, I've booked a craft fair for tomorrow, dog training for Sunday, I have an IV on Monday, I have a renogram on Tuesday. By Wednesday, no joke, I don't know if I'll be able to get out of bed for a week. Anything more than just to hide the illness from my children and make them dinner or get them off to school and then go back to bed. And I did that to myself. So we really need to learn that we're important too, and we need to take care of ourselves. Planning regular naps, eating healthy, whole foods. And that doesn't mean you can't go to Dairy Queen and have a sundae every once in a while, or even candy. I have candy in my bedside table that I actually eat every day after I get up from my nap. I drink my Gatorade. I have a candy. It gives me a little bit of a boost. But I try for breakfast I make protein muffins, and have a fruit, and I have my tea with my coffee mate. Yes, I know, you can light that crap on fire. So for lunch I have, you know what, I'll do a whole video on eating, but you know, I'll have whole foods for lunch. I'll have a good dinner, but it's eating well, planning breaks for ourselves, whether we need them or not. Um, you know, like a doctor's office, they book 5 appointments and then they book a break just in case they go into overtime with one of their patients. We need to do that for ourselves as well, because the world is full of stressors and they're full of crises that we need to deal with, and we never know when those are going to come along. So anyways, that is my rant for today. Thanks for coming back and watching. I will see you soon. I will watch the video about hygiene, on ways to save yourself a little bit of time when you're having a crash. Subscribe and surround yourself with love. And if today isn't good, tomorrow might be better. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.